friends, come with us to the beautiful Caribbean island of St Lucia. I still have the island vibe and I'm back home. We went with our 6-year-old and 6-month-old. Now I know you're thinking, who would go to the Caribbean with a 6-month-old? It is far easier to travel with infants than it is with toddlers. That's heck. But we'll talk about that another time. So one of our favourite things to do when we went to St Lucia, and there's so much to do in this lush paradise, there's rainforests, beaches, mountains galore, it's gorgeous. We went to Hotel Chocolat's Project Chocolate location. Now here you can have your bean to bar experience where you can make your very own chocolate bar. Now I'm a huge fan of Hotel Chocolat. In fact, I could eat it every day, but it's a little bit pricey. So is the experience, but it was fun for all of the family. You get to walk around the plantation and see the story of cacao. Did you also know that white chocolate isn't chocolate? I learned that. We got to taste all the different chocolate beans. This was definitely a family activity that kept the kids busy. They loved the experience of making their own chocolate bar, and I found out how good my husband is at pounding. You might think that the island is typical to any Caribbean island. You go on your jet skis, you go on your paddle boards or your kayaks, but no, there is so much more to this island to be discovered. And here I am to tell you all of it. For those of you who are fans of the Pirates of the Caribbean and who isn't, my husband, who works in TV and film, was obsessed. He said, when we get to St Lucia, we have to go see the cave where Jack Sparrow emerges or goes in, some special Pirates of the Caribbean cave. I watched the movies, I saw what he was talking about. It looked all dark and dingy and scary and piratey and ghosty. It isn't, it's absolutely beautiful. So we hired a private boat charter. Now, if you are interested in hiring your own boat charter, which is how I recommend you see the island while you're there, comment below and I'm happy to give you the detail. Our private boat took us around the Grand Pitons. They are beautiful. They're so majestic and magnificent. Also, I got the shot. Anyway, as my husband gets out of the boat, climbs up the rocks, jumps down. But apparently this is one of the tourist attractions because there were 2 young men on the rocks beckoning him to come over. I clutched my pearls. I wasn't actually wearing my pearls because I didn't want to upset the oyster, but much to mine and my daughter's dismay, as you can see on the videos, he jumped into the beautiful waters below. He did have life insurance policy in place, but we didn't have to use it. Seeing as I was on a holiday with my 6-month-old, I didn't have time to check out the hotel spa. Fear not, there are volcanic mud baths on the island. It was smoking. We went to the island's dormant volcano. I wasn't there to look at the volcano. I was there to check out the mud sulfuric springs. Now, they are so hot. I could only go in there for 2 minutes. I saw people in there like luxuriating, getting their rub on, getting beautiful. I was in and out. The best time was had by my daughter. She just got to paint all over daddy. With the sulfur bath, make sure that you bring flip-flops and a towel because you don't want to use a stranger's crusty towel. You want to have your own. There are showers there for you to get the mud off. If you really want to experience the beautifying parts of this mud, it's suggested that you keep it on. I didn't because we were going to party that night. Another beautiful aspect of the island, there's so many beautiful things. The Botanical Gardens. As you walk through there, you see a lot of their natural vegetation, their flowers, you see them thriving in there. It's a humid habitat, but it feels also gorgeous. You're never too hot. It rains every day. But for those who haven't traveled to the Caribbean, you can expect a little rainfall. We did go during the season where there was about 5 minutes of rain every day. Think of it similar to Miami. Actually, not as bad as Miami. We have a Miami video as well. Scroll below. For those of you who haven't traveled to the Caribbean before, there is a little bit of rain, but it's nothing to worry about because I had braids. Oh, you weren't worried about me, you were worried about you. We went to the Rodney Bay Street Market. We'd been warned by locals that it can get a little bit rowdy. Rowdy Rodney, I like it. So we went early, around 5:30. Dusk was setting. There were lots of food carts, barbecues. Now beware. The barbecue is delicious. We had plenty of chicken, plenty of beef, all of that. There's a lot of stray dogs. If you do not want to be the Pied Piper of stray dogs of St Lucia, do not drop your chicken on the floor. The locals are so friendly. My husband's favorite part was the rum punch. It flows in abundance on this island. Every restaurant, every bar, every hotel, they all have their own concoction. They're very proud of their own recipes to rum punch, and it is the island's speciality. We didn't see any of the rowdiness that they promised. Disappointing. But no, it was safe. We felt comfortable. We felt welcomed. We found the locals to be very colourful individuals who are very proud of their island heritage and want to tell you more, and they want to, it's one of the lesser known islands. People tend to go to, say, Jamaica or Barbados. St Lucia is definitely off the beaten track, but I would highly recommend it. The island is very densely packed with rainforest in between. We found the best way to get around the island was by boat, and it was reasonably priced. We used boats for multiple trips around the island. On one of those trips, we went diving. The corals are beautiful. The fish are so colourful. You see all the different houses where Matt Damon had his wedding over there. So-and-so came over there. It's one of those beautiful islands, and it's so hidden and ensconced by all this lush vegetation that you feel like you've stepped into your own private rainforest. The island is so densely packed in the middle that, I'm going to be honest with you, it takes about an hour to get anyway. It took an hour for us to get from the airport to our hotel, and much applies for many of the other hotels as well. Unless you're staying at the airport, but why did you come? I definitely would recommend, if you are traveling with kids, bring activities for that drive. We stopped off at viewpoints and they are plentiful. The heights where you can look down onto little alcoves on the island and see the villages, the towns, look at the beautiful bays. Maybe stop off for some rum punch on the way to your hotel. You might need it after an hour through the jungle with kids. I'm assuming you have them if you're watching this video, but if not, have the best time. Can I come with you? My husband developed a taste for the island's curry rotis. Now, I don't blame him. They're delicious. At our hotel, they even came deep fried, but it's basically a wrap with their curried chicken inside. Amazing. He made us stop multiple times on our trip to get these. He also gained weight, but I didn't mind because I was 6 months postpartum, so I needed someone to share in my extra girth, shall we say. While we were snorkeling and I'm admiring all the beauty below and above, you look up and you see the Grand Piton Mountains. You look down and you see the most colourful reefs and the most gorgeous fishes. Even the bats are gorgeous. You see the bats on the cliffs, on the pitons, making the most beautiful formations, waiting for Dracula at night to arrive. You can totally see why it has been a noted UNESCO World Heritage Site. It's majestic in its beauty. Everywhere you look, from the people to the mountains to the sea, the island is gorgeous. If there's one thing that you do in St Lucia, please make sure you make time to see this. The Grand Piton Mountains. Now, they are St Lucia's most notable, iconic landmark. You have the Gros Piton and the Petit Piton, which is not petty at all. They're still awe-inspiring and majestic as they loom over you. Also, make sure you get the shot. And it is one of the most beautiful things about the island. And whenever I think of St Lucia, I think of those beautiful mountains and I think of me on a boat. And it's perfect. Our boat ride took us right up to them. Now, you can actually climb the mountains. I didn't do that because I was on holiday. It wasn't a working trip and I didn't have any desire to climb any mountain. My husband, Sir Atkinson, diced with the idea, but after I told him I wasn't going to be left alone with the kids on the Caribbean when I came to have a holiday and I've just had a baby, damn it, he decided not to. And if you charter the right boat guy, like and subscribe, I can help you out here. He can take you right up to those beautiful pitons and you will not regret it. Me, my husband, our daughter, we went snorkeling, we played there for ages. The water's warm, the sights are gorgeous. So make sure you put that on your list for St Lucia now. If you have any questions about St Lucia or any family-related travel inquiries, please feel free to reach out to me on any of my social media handles. Instagram, Curlymya. Also, you can get me on TikTok, Curlymya Talk. And of course, here on YouTube. And I look forward to taking you away with us very soon.